It's my line.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, welcome back to Dark Energy D20 Detectives, brought to you by Antipod. It's a mouthful of a name. We're still working on it in the second episode. Yeah. Say hi, lovely players.
Hi, lovely players.
Yeah. I don't have a better intro than anyone else on this channel. I'm gonna steal all the others. This is Dark Energy. This is the second episode. If you haven't seen the first one, it's on YouTube. You can go check it out, but you could also come hang out. All you really need to know is it's a murder mystery. Our lovely players are the detectives for this setting. The unlikely detectives. The unlikely detectives, I will say. They just showed up to a random dinner party, and now they're trying to figure out how their friend died. Kind of friend. One of those.
Yeah.
Host. How their illustrious host
Yes,
died.
how their host died. Of course, as almost every stream we do, a big shout out to Tabletop Audio. That is how you have the creepy symphonic music in your ears right now. Tabletop Audio is just a great source of backing tracks. They also have sound pads that I have been keeping one open for this game with buttons I'll never use, like screams. That's probably never going to happen, but it's nice to have it if I need it. And if you're using them in a stream or in a YouTube video or anything like that, all they ask is a shout out. So there you go. Besides that, does anyone else have anything they want to announce?
Such a big bowl. Like,
what?
Emily just literally tipped a bowl up and her face just disappeared. I'm like, God damn.
It's actually a small bowl, okay?
So that's...
It's a small bowl, you just also have a small face.
Yeah,
It's a small bowl after all.
That's what my dealer
so
said.
Last time, you know, the murder did happen. Solomon, the host of this massive dinner party, the owner of the mansion. Yes.
Astra and Stealthy and Emily are in the wrong spots on stream.
Are they? Oh shit. God damn it.
Surprise! It was me! I was the turkey all along!
There we go.
Okay, so we all know Astra killed him, right? I'm kidding.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well then.
Despite my reputation on the channel, I can 100% say it wasn't me.
Would you submit to a lie detector test?
Sure. That went so well.
Nat has a built-in polymorph. No. Polymorph polygraph.
Polygraph. It's just zone of truth, but you have to like hook up wires to the person.
Yeah.
So last episode, Solomon was killed in the middle of a dinner party. That's wild. Our players are slowly working. That's wild.
Wild, dude.
Would have done it. Setting the scene for you guys coming back. You guys do have a handful of clues, some of which you've already deduced, like the invitation telling you to go look in the library before anything else. You also have the guest list of all the guests here and the employee list of all the employees currently in the building. Most of which you have met, some of which you know, still not sure where they're at, not sure where they're lingering around. But we left off in the dining room where Solomon was killed, gathering some clues from that, learning that it was a very tiny short sword or a dagger that killed him. There were bare footprints behind where the body was found. Am I missing anything?
One of the clues identifies my character as highly dangerous.
Yes, one of the clues does identify your character as highly
there
dangerous.
was illusionary magic. It was a physical weapon being used during the killing.
There was some illusionary magic going on. Oh, as well as what I described as the fuck if you know magic. There was other magic
unknown
that nobody could. Yes, a very unknown school
hip-hop
of
music
magic.
begins to play.
Where we left off, just going through the characters that are in this room.
With your hard drive scratch.
You had, what was her name? Talon? Jasper. Her last name's Talon. Jasper Talon. Jasper.
JT.
JT. Crying in the arms of Nick. I have too
Yes.
many lists.
It's the
Crying in
one
the
that's got
arms
the
of-
heart next to it, right?
Yes, that damn himbo.
Mhm.
Crying in the arms of Nick. Nick kind of just stoically, really not sure the fuck what's going on. If you've known him for more than 5 minutes, though, you would also know that is the neutral look of his face, just constant confusion. You have Mr. Vander still sitting at the end of the table, very unmoved, very just looking frozen in time. Another clue you might have gathered looking around the room for magic is that there was like more of, instead of being able to find where magic is, you can very distinctly see that there is zero magic around this man.
I like that Mystic is described as a hot genasi and not a fire genasi.
Absolutely.
Yes, you
That
have
was 100% on purpose, wasn't it?
Nick made the list.
And Flora is considered an earthy elf, not a.
You as well as you have Brutus standing by the door. Actually, no, standing by Nat. He was the last one to shake Nat's hand for a scan. You got Mystic, who is just kind of still milling by the table. And I think that's all that. Oh, and the chef, Rex, is by Nick as well. They're all kind of huddled up together.
Did Rex? I can't remember. Did Rex have like a knife missing, or did we have him like?
I grabbed
Rex?
I
Yes.
sequestered a knife off of Rex's person.
Yeah, but next is all of their knives accounted for.
I need a. Oh wait, I can use my new pen. Wait,
And,
locked and loaded.
At this
Stealthy,
point,
you'll like this.
the floor is yours.
Check this out.
Yes.
Stealthy, I just want to show you this because you'll appreciate it.
I love it.
It's
Mhm.
okay. I just like okay. I'm
going
ready
through
to
the list
continue
of
now, sir.
People you haven't met yet to make sure I'm prepared for them. All right.
Well, there was something that hinted at us going to the library as a precaution.
Do we know? Wait, okay. Seth, have we met Seth yet? I'm looking at the employee list.
You have not.
Okay.
The employees you have met. You know this list was written by. I keep going to call her talent, Jasper. So that was me. Me is Jasper.
Okay.
Mr. Vander, you have met. He is the well-dressed man sitting at the end of the table. Rex is
We
the
also
cook.
haven't talked to Mr. Vander at all. We
Yes.
we have done nothing of the sort.
Yeah, Nick is the bartender, and then Sully, you have met, but he has already left. Sully was the musician.
Well.
Oh.
Well, then.
You guys would be able to recall Sully, like the second everyone sat down for dinner, Sully saw himself out.
Okay.
I don't think I covered that, but
And
So
then
the-
Shiftwood is still there. Brutus is still there. Sir
Yeah.
Rockford.
that's Dono.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, Swiftwood, still sitting in the chair that you graciously got up and gave him, Astra.
Forced him to take yes.
Yes. He does parkour.
Hardcore.
I thought that was a fancy way to say
Why
he's really
is
good at running
there-
from the cops.
So,
So
I'm gonna look at this.
Astra and Shiftwood do the same thing. Only Astra's better.
So who
Yes.
who wrote the list again, right?
So the employee list is written by Jasper. The guest list is written by Nick.
Okay, I'll talk to Nick.
What strange person has 5 holes punched in their regular ruled paper?
You haven't seen one of those
I do.
the planner binders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Suspicious.
Nick, my good sir.
Yeah.
What are these stars next to the different names mean?
We threat levels.
We talked about that last time.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
not
those
know
are
that.
those are threat levels. You guys were curious why Brutus, the bare knuckle boxer, only has one. And Nick made it really clear that like Brutus has been around a lot. Like he's helped me fight. Like he's taught me stuff. Like he sees him so like as a big teddy bear.
Okay. And why is the fortune teller at 1?
What is she gonna do?
I don't know. She. I'm so sorry.
Pulls back the humongous fucking.
Do you think I should be more scared of her?
No.
She's also here a lot. Like her and Brutus aren't like Solomon's good friends. They hang out a lot.
So what you're telling me is that they would know that she would know his weaknesses.
I feel like a fortune teller would know everyone's weaknesses.
You're fucking right.
Hey Mystic, what are my weaknesses? And Mystic looks up and goes, intimacy. He's like, yeah.
I look at Nick. It's like, would you like to hold my hand?
I did. As Jasper is crying on his shoulder, he's like, I have enough physical touch. It's okay.
Okay.
Right.
So, I am interested in this Steph person because they are written down as never met him.
Seth.
Seth.
There's no T. Yeah, Seth. Never met him.
Seth.
Yeah,
Got it.
Jasper looks up and she's like, he's on the payroll. I don't know what he does.
Does anybody know what he does?
You know what? Roll me a just a race just a basic charisma check.
Scanning database.
All right. Get that out of the way.
Will they technically be on payroll now because the dude's dead?
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, none of them are
Basic
getting paid
charisma?
anymore because the host is
Yeah,
dead.
there's a base charisma.
22. I got a 19.
Damn.
22.
Nice.
Yeah.
You immediately see Brutus and Mystic like lock eyes when you say that. Of like you're getting the vibe that like they would know. Actually, 22 is high enough that you'll notice it, and Mystic will chime up and be like, he does the wards. He does all the magical warding of the house.
Oh, the housemaid. Got it. Would explain why I've never met him.
It would seem that Seth would be of high interest, seeing as how something would have breached his magical defenses. To shut off the lights or otherwise.
Yeah, I have the slightest clue where he is set up, where his workshop might be.
You haven't, or you have?
I haven't. Sorry.
Okay.
Because if you have, then you're withholding information from an important murder investigation.
I have no idea. I know upstairs there's a bunch of guest rooms. I haven't been in all of them. Maybe he has turned one into a workspace.
Nick was one of the ones that didn't have any outstanding warrants, right?
Nick, the only one that did have outstanding warrants is Swiftfoot.
Swiftfoot, that's right.
And then
yeah.
Brutus had like parking tickets.
Yeah. Parking tickets.
Astra is good enough that they don't have any warrants. They just have suspicions.
Yes, well.
And are currently under investigation. It's like the mob with the like feds. They would just throw accusations and try and figure out whether or not it was true.
Yeah. While you guys are chatting amongst yourselves, trying to like piece together a few pieces, we're gonna get cut to Astra in the library really quick.
Okay.
I was about to say,
yeah.
If we're splitting up to do some things.
Well, maybe.
To Astra,
can
can you tell me?
that,
Can you tell the group what you rolled on your stealth roll to go to the library?
So I got a nat 20
Oh
on myself
my god.
to go to the library, sneak away, go to the library.
So you have a moment alone, which might be pretty rare. In this moment, just you surrounded by all these books, all of which, I shouldn't say all, I'd say a good 80% are very unique and weird languages you have never heard of, never seen, kind of unrecognizable, as well as a giant shelf of yellow How to Do Blank for Dummies books.
Mhm.
You know, that is an interesting choice of things to collect. I'm gonna do a quick investigation check and see what I come up with.
Okay, go for it.
Don't be mad.
Okay.
I got another nat 20.
Jesus.
You see... Jesus Christ. Okay. On the wall, a lot of these books are like pristine condition. They're books that he wanted to collect, not books he really needed. You see 3 books that look well loved. They look beaten the hell up. 2 of them have pretty insignificant titles to you. 2 of them seem very normal. The first one is How to Trim Hedges to Look Like Rabbits for Dummies. The second one is How to Add a Mixture of Proteins to Mac and Cheese by Yourself for Dummies. And the third one, that is very odd to you, is How to Bury Cultists for Dummies. Which is now being added to your notes. Burying Cultists for Dummies, a reference for the damned. The 357th edition.
The book you don't want, but need.
Mystic.
I take all 3 volumes down.
Okay.
And flip through the very obvious. Burying Cultists for Dummies.
Man, I would have thought the cooking one would have been better. The mac and cheese.
Flipping through it, you find a dog-eared quarter for the page that is that just has the little guy with his arms in the air, and he's like, what to do if your lead cultist has been murdered. And it's giving quite clear instructions on how the body needs to be buried in order for whatever they have been summoning not to use his corpse as a portal. And the instructions are: the grave must contain the body, the murder weapon, and a piece of clothing from the murder.
From the murderer?
From the murderer.
Okay. Astra just goes ahead and tucks that one under there, under her arm. And then very quickly flips through the other 2, just to be nosy at this
other
point.
2, you like in the adding proteins to mac and cheese, he has a dog-eared section that is just like, is tofu a protein? And then like a whole passage on like peanut butter is a protein, but don't add it to your mac and cheese. And then How to Trim Your Hedges into Rabbits is very like Easter themed, in all the pages that are dog-eared are like, how do non-Easter rabbits? Like, I want like a grown hair and stuff like that.
Okay. Do I see anything else in the library? Any notes or?
No. I mean, so like I said, the book's really weird, really old. Yes, I trust me, I know this. I need to know, Sir Rockford, did you make it known that you knew there was a secret passage in the library?
It's the one that's the elevator, right?
Yes.
I have the spell.
I don't think I made it known. I just kind of noticed it right away.
All right, so you didn't communicate that to others.
Okay. Is it the only way upstairs?
Yes.
Then I would probably bring it. Okay, so I didn't know whether or not that would be like an important.
No, you're good. I'm just
But
asking. I don't care if it's a retcon
It's
or
just
not.
kind of like
okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of his thing. Like I just haven't gotten to a point in RP to be able to do that.
Totally fine. Yeah. Yes, Dippy.
As soon as Donna said that, I checked my spell list because I had a sneaking feeling. I have Speak with Dead.
Okay.
There's no body.
Yeah, there's no body. I did this on purpose.
Oh.
You don't know where the body is yet.
Then
Question.
why didn't Donald mention the thing, the cleric
Yes,
thing?
Emily.
Is a body an object?
No.
Dang it!
Didn't we talk
Okay.
about this? No, Mr. Chickadance talked
Are
about
you
it
talking
on
about
the video.
locate object?
Yes.
I am trying to think if there is objects on him you'd be able to locate.
I actually
The
did.
knife.
Mr.
I did-
Chickadance did a video on TikTok about
But I never actually saw
did a
it.
video on TikTok about locate object on a corpse, and I kind of, or rather, whether a mimic would be able to mimic a dead body, because if a corpse was an object,
Okay,
and I
separate
determined
question.
the whole.
Yes.
Since I am an experienced thief and I have purposely cased this building already,
Yep.
would I be able to assume that there's a staircase somewhere?
So yeah, that's what I was getting at. Is I will let you do it one of two ways. You can roll with advantage looking through the bookshelves and whatnot now that you've moved on from the dummies, because you already have a good sense of the area. Or you can, like, as a character, if you start fucking around with books, I can guarantee you'll find it eventually.
I will start strategically looking
Okay.
through the book stacks.
Okay, give me an investigation with advantage. And Emily, if that is something you want to do, we can cover that when the time comes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, 16.
Did we empty our pockets when the
Dirty
dude died?
20.
Dirty 20, you're able to find tucked by the corner near the door out, the bookshelf filled with books is able to slide out and reveal an elevator upstairs.
I slide out the bookshelf and reveal the elevator
Yes,
upstairs.
yeah.
And then I
elevator
tuck
upstairs.
the burying cultist for dummies under my arm, and I walk back into the dining room.
Back at the dining room.
I would have gone over to Mr. Vander to establish the
Dominant.
same pattern that I've already established with the others.
Okay. You see, he hasn't moved. He is just
Mhm.
sitting there.
I don't speak right away. I just check to see that he is like alive. Just
You're just this fucking machine that walks over to a dude that's just like paralyzed with fear. He's like, say nothing. Just stand behind him and they go like, finger on
I
the
need to know,
fucking jugular.
what do you do to check if he's alive? Is this like you're just taking a look at him, or you like
He like
I'm
straps
never-
IVs to
let me
him.
just say what I mean.
okay?
My warlock patron gives me a form of dread. So
Yes.
I don't use form of dread, but I alluded to last session that there are like little. My form is very dreadful as a
Yeah.
rusted out like clanker that is not exactly in the best condition. I'm just checking him to see if my noises, my presence, are arousing anything in him. Just by
Completely unfazed.
okay. Then I will just look to him. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can I have your name and handprint, please?
No.
I insist. And I hold out my hand to take his hand for my hand scan.
He still unmoved, but looking at you with his eyes. No.
What other languages do I speak? Giant, primordial, undercommon. In undercommon, I say, do you understand undercommon?
No.
Okay.
Oh, he said that in
Can I-
Undercommon.
He said that in Undercommon.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
It basically just sounds like.
Yeah.
But like, it's very garbled.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like, lack of a better way to put it, can I just kind of like get his hand from him to do the scan anyway? Is his hand in a position where I would be able to take it if he's not offering it over?
It's in his lap. I mean, you can see his hand. He's not hiding it. Like, it's not in his pocket. His hands are both in their lap. Do you want to try to grab their hand?
Fingers like crossed, or are they more like
No.
this?
No, there's a piece of paper. Actually, how I'm holding right now. There's a piece of paper. Yeah.
So he's
Is
just
he
holding on.
illusory?
Is he what?
Is he illusory? I reach for his arm to see if I can even touch his arm.
You can touch his arm. Give me a strength check.
Oh, I
Nat
have
20, rip that
zeros.
bitch off. Okay.
Sir! Rip your entire arm off. Ah! What the hell? My stuff keeps falling over. Give me 1 second.
Is that just a roll of... Is that a paper towel sword?
Where did my die go?
No.
Where? Ah. That's a 12.
That's a 12. A 12 is not enough. He is locked in place. A 12 is not enough to move his hand.
Okay. Is it just...
Are you paralyzed, sir?
As you try to muscle his hand up, he turns his head very quickly towards you and goes, "Shit!" and turns to ash. And sitting at his table is a note that looks... you don't even have to roll for this. You know enough magic, being a warlock and being well traveled and whatnot. Is a note that had the contingency spell written for it. It was a mini scroll of contingency.
I read the contingency. What did it say?
All it is like a spell scroll of contingency to like add it to someone else's spell book. You can't see what the contingencies are for it.
Well,
And now you also have a pile of ash.
does speak with dead work on the pile of ash? No, it doesn't.
There is no mouth.
Do you want to
There's no
try?
No. But I don't want to waste this slot on that.
As a DM, I want to know, would using the ashes as fertilizer and then casting speak with plants?
That's why it works so well. It's just a slight tweak of it. It's like, oh, okay, it's still kind of living.
We can always try.
Oh, God.
I will say, as this man turns to ash, Astra, you are coming back from the library.
I open the door just in time to see this man turn to ash.
Oh, and Shift Tree is now getting wafted with some of it, and he's fucking...
Are we all in the room? Okay.
Did I breathe in the man?
I just want to reiterate what we just saw, okay?
Yes.
Because it is wild to me.
Yes.
RV7 walks up to Victor, says nothing, speaks 2 different fucking languages, in which Victor responds back, and then goes to grab his hand in his lap, and he turns to fucking ash.
Yes.
Rockford is very concerned. He's like, excuse me. The fuck did you just do? As
You just
Astrid
hear
comes into the room.
Astra opens the door and immediately goes, "What the fuck are you all doing?"
I just witnessed a
funny.
fucking robot turn a man into ash by touching his hand.
Yeah,
Nobody
Jasper
touched
leads.
that man.
Jasper leans up. Nat killed Mr. Vander.
Astra raises her eyebrows.
Matt just said.
Or Jasper said that.
Jasper said that.
Jasper said that. Nat killed Mr. Vander.
I
will say, this is also the first time you're seeing Jasper smile since anything happened. She's kind of making a joke out of it.
Insight check.
Well, he was old, so that's not shocking.
So I just want that known that it's not an accusatory. She's trying to make light of it. If you want to insight check it, though, go for it.
Okay, I was about to say, I will insight check it, absolutely.
Insight. I got a dirty 20.
I got a 19 on the die, plus 0.
She clearly didn't like him. Even writing the employee list that all the other employees would see, she wrote AKA Mr. Killjoy. Like, she clearly didn't like this guy. He was always just kind of boring and dull. She just finds it kind of funny, and she's kind of on that high of an insight. You can tell she doesn't believe he's dead. Just, this is a weird thing that happened. Doesn't believe he's dead.
And so Nat will turn to Jasper without moving any other, like, he's, like, been, like, looming, and then and Jasper just sees Nat's head, like, bolt over and say, and you wouldn't have had anything to do with that, would you?
I'm not the accomplice type. Rockford, what are you doing?
I am...
Fair enough.
Honestly, I am quite profound by this whole situation. That was fucking... I just saw... My friend just got stabbed and died. And then his body got stolen away at the same time. And then I just saw a robot touch a man and he exploded.
Alright, so we're in the same boat. I'm glad I'm not too fucking crazy.
This is a weird situation. This is honestly this is one of the weirdest situations I've ever been in.
Do you want to test your theory on yourself? Because I already have.
Don't you fucking touch me.
I will take note of.
Nat already touched you and nothing happened.
Yes.
I know. But there could be something going on right now. And I still haven't given you my hand, by the way.
Yeah. As the commotion's going on, Jasper looks up and just, oh, Astra, where'd you go?
Well, I think I'm far more interested to figure out what was going on here. I left you all alone for...
I look at Astra. Do I know that they know?
2 minutes!
About the
3
elevator?
You probably, right off the bat, no. You wouldn't be able to tell just by vibes.
Oh, yeah. Why does your handprint not register to match a face, Astra? I scanned it earlier, and nothing came back of the sort with a match. In fact, the texture was very abnormal for elves.
That seems like a very invasive question.
I've never been accused of a crime.
Accused.
Insight.
Yeah, give me insight versus
Deception?
Deception. Yeah.
Your fucking deception skill, I know,
Deception
is
or
already
persuasion?
too high for me to.
Deception.
Yeah, that's alright. As long as Astra rolls low.
Oh, no, Dippy. What is your
No.
insight?
Passive or what?
No, what is your bonus to insight?
My insight bonus is plus 0.
Shit.
Okay, so you got an 18 because I forgot to do that for the strength check.
Okay, well,
From last session, you had a portent roll from the fortune teller.
Oh, that's right.
I still got a 19 though. So...
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I
damn.
got a dirty 20.
What are you?
I don't
Are
know.
you inciting this
I'm
conversation?
looking at fucking Astrid.
Okay.
I just was like, looked at her. What does she know? And then she goes like, I've never been accused by of a crime. It's like, yes, you have, bitch.
I will say, beating it by only 1 point, I'll give you of like that's bullshit. Everyone's been accused of a crime. Like
I've been
like
accused
nobody
of so
walks
many.
this earth
People
without
want my
being
money.
accused of crimes. Like so.
So you've never
But-
been like you've never had to deal with cancel culture?
I have never been formally arrested or accused by law enforcement.
Hmm.
So is it like a mob thing
Unlike
where they constantly are like
Somebody I know, and
investigating
she
you?
looks straight at Swiftwood.
He just yeah.
Well, you said that you left us and found something. Presumably.
I tossed the book on the table.
Oh, add protein to mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one.
As I
Tosses
like,
correct book on
pick it
table.
I.
The first one is actually
does
really
not-
good.
If the first one's your copy you gave him.
Yeah. You would think that sausage would be a terrible meat to put into it, but it is actually honestly really good. Especially
Shrimp
because-
where it's
Protein
at.
tossed over to Sir
Yeah.
Rockford. The cultists picked up and now analyzing.
Yeah.
Oh, shrimp
Very
and mac and
cultist for
cheese?
dummies. And you could also see the dog-eared corner as well, explaining how to
Astra-
bury cultists.
Astra turns to Mystic. So, can't you explain why we would need to know how to bury a cultist?
I'd lead you to
It
the
would seem
library.
that a glowing review on the front of this book would allude to you having an answer to that question. So I
They
advise that
asked-
you do.
Anything mystical and whatnot, they always are asking us oracles to chime in, and I'm just the one with the biggest social media following that day.
There's 357 editions of this book?
There's so many. Well, just more and more people can be summoned. It's absurd the amount of things you can summon.
How many gods are there now?
Apparently 357. That would be my guess.
Damn.
Or at least that's the amount of cults that have lived and died in the writing of this book.
Yes.
That's almost as
I
many
mean-
days as there in a year.
Even what's everyone's passive insight? I should have this written down. I should
10.
10. All right.
19.
19.
Oh my god.
16.
14.
14, 16. Astra and Sir Rockford.
Yes.
Mystic's having too much fun with this. Mystic looks like has a shit-eating grin of like, I know something you don't know. Like she's playing kind of cat and mouse with this shit.
There's
Well,
literally
considering that
two men
you
that just
were-
died. I'm sorry.
Considering that you were Astra's choosing to ignore that fact. Considering that you were Mr. Solomon's, how shall we say, occult expert. Darling, do share.
What do you want to know?
Mainly, what kind of occult bullshit was our dear Solomon into?
Just one small thing, just,
Would you say-
bullshit.
Would you say you're being more persuasive or intimidation?
I would say probably more persuasion.
All right, then go ahead and give me a roll.
Is that a Guinness class?
Maybe.
It's very
Oh, by the way,
nice.
Natalie, oh fuck, what's his name? Vander's
Just-
clothes.
Just
get
so
left
you know, I'm not
behind,
fucking with you.
Or did they
Did you
turn to
get
ash as
another
well?
nat 20?
They also turned to ash.
Whoa.
Okay.
Actually, we'll cover that because I forgot something. But is that another 20?
Oh my
Another
God.
20? I had this whole.
Wait, what does a
little-
whistle sound like with the voice changer? I don't know.
Do it again. It sounds like all right. Total tangent. Do you know those flat rimmed things on a stick they use in Australia that can send sound really long distances?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like that.
Oh, there you go.
Jesus Christ. On a nat 20, she leans in right to you with her glass and goes, "Why stop at trying to summon someone when you can just summon anyone? He never wanted one deity to be hanging around and having stake. He just wanted to know a little bit of them all. So there's a lot. How do you word this? There's the same amount of cult bullshit as every other cult. But while they're all in for Cthulhu, we're 10% Cthulhu, and 10% the demigods, and 10% whatever the fuck else will answer the phone.
And 5% power and 50% pain and 100% reason to remember the name.
God damn.
And that's why we're still talking about Solomon.
I knew the man was into some... No, I knew the man was into some twisted shit, but damn.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
last...
Bit crushed version of Remember the Name starts to play from Nat's speakers. Just like
No, stop
really
that.
terrible quality.
Just 8-bit, yeah. You're running it through an N64. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think that's all the information you need from me.
Oh, are you gonna, like, explode into ash now, too?
I can try. Do you want me to?
No, I don't wish for anybody else to die tonight. Thank
Allow
you.
me, and I go over it.
No!
I already did Mystic's hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I just like poke.
As you poke her, she pulls out her fortune teller again. Oh, are you wanting more?
You worry too much, Sir Rockford.
Honestly. Yeah, you're probably right.
Astra.
I'm going to investigate upstairs now and try to gather more forensics.
Okay. Astra, I humored you. Will you humor me?
Just so you know, I don't mess with the cult bullshit.
This is simple fortune telling.
Nick!
Blue.
Blue. B-L-U-E.
I would call upon...
8734.
3.
Or no, who was the one who did the employee list? Jasper.
1265.
2.
1265.
2.
Okay. Your next roll's a 10.
Great.
As
Right in the
as she
middle.
looks at you, and goes, "You have very
You're mid.
mild inhibitions ahead."
You're mid, bro. You're mid.
Nat calls back for Jasper
Yeah.
to go upstairs with them.
You know how to get upstairs?
Oh, it's the elevator in the
It's
library.
the elevator in the library.
How the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah, it's the elevator in the library.
well, let me go do that then. I was also calling upon you, possibly as... I almost said collateral, that's not the correct term. Possibly as, second, as, collaborating witness for
I don't.
both of our innocence in this case, and for you to direct me towards the living quarters and working quarters of the other employees on the list that you
I just want
mentioned.
Jasper to say, I don't talk to cops.
I don't.
I don't answer
was-
questions.
She was gonna say, "I'm not going anywhere without Astra." Astra said that she would keep me safe.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Well, then I guess
Yeah,
Astra is
Tyler,
coming
that's
along
fun.
too.
All right. Are you wanting anybody else to come? Who are you wanting to stay in the room, and who are you wanting to come?
Everybody else. Just me, Astra, and Jasper, preferably.
Okay.
We know that this room is safe. At least for now.
Well, I mean, a guy
Minimal
did get stabbed here. So
I was gonna say this is the only room in the house that has had a death.
2, actually. I'm kidding.
and everybody in this room is willing to corroborate themselves as innocent.
Yes.
Okay.
Rockford and Emily. I forgot your character name.
Flora.
Laura.
It's on the
it's a-
guest list.
I had the employee list up. It's up to you guys if you want to head with them or stay, or you had something else you want to do.
I have a question for Flora.
Hmm.
Or no, I was going to talk to Flora. Like, you know, I was thinking about finding a druid to be able to bring my friend back. After, you know, we found the multi, everything like that. Because it's like, well, sure, he's got the money. But now, after learning about the cult stuff, I'm like, do I really want this guy back? I do owe him.
Question. If you have a 300 gold worth diamond, yes, I can.
I look at, like, my watch, and I just pull one up.
Yeah, I allow it. Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking rich, baby.
As you guys are leaving, Brutus will stop Nat really quick and just be like, "Do you want me to?" Like, I'm good at taking orders, not good at figuring them out. You know what I mean?
Perfect. You will act as our bodyguard.
Down here or up there?
That is your prerogative.
We
I
should
gotta figure this out.
I look at Flora. It's like,
I'm gonna stay down here.
Very well. Then I order you to stay down here and make sure that nobody else dies on your watch.
Deal.
I was about to hear. I was willing or wanting to hear him say, "It's like, you know what? Now I actually want to do it because you gave me an order."
Deal.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just posting up by the door. Nobody else seems to be making a move. Nick is staying behind.
All right.
Out of the party members, who's going and who's not?
I'll go.
Just so I know. Yeah.
I'll just go. I mean, it's my friend's house. Might as well.
I also wanted to make note of the same thing that directed us towards the library. If it had anything to do with the guest list, then the pertinent letters are V, 2, TWO, M, and ARF. Vamorph.
Vamorph.
Lamar.
Okay.
Vamorph. Oh, there's a W. I guess a W
Say it
would be in
again?
there too.
Say the numbers again.
V, TWO, as in the word 2,
TWO.
M, and ARF is on the guest list. Maybe tangentially there's another R. There's again tangentially there may be
That or it was just shoved in Nick's pocket.
a W. Yeah, yeah, something like that. I don't want to know what kind of bodily stain, other than what I think it is, would leave brown on paper.
He's also a bartender.
It's coffee liqueur.
Oh. At least you're honest. And
Espresso macchiato.
so
I
me, Jasper, and Astra.
Solomon did check it. Just so you guys know, actually.
What?
Solomon checked what?
The
Guest
list. He checked it over with me this morning.
Oh.
Did he? I'm guessing he approved everybody on the list.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Any individuals that he may have questioned?
I mean, no. He was just really excited. And I will say above table, you are stumbling onto something, but this is not. I need to figure out what the word says. This is just something that will come up
Okay.
soon, probably.
Vamorph. Vamorph 2. Electric Boogaloo. I am the Electric Boogaloo.
All right, so to
Electric
the elevators
slide.
y'all go.
So me,
Flora.
Astra, and Jasper go
Yes.
up the elevator to the second floor. I will leave the...
Yeah.
Rockford's coming too,
Rockford-
right?
Yeah, Rockford's coming. Flora, are you coming?
Get on
It's
over
okay if you're
here.
not. You
I'm
just got-
gonna
Wait.
do something.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna do something. Okay.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm going with them.
Yes.
But instead, I'm gonna turn into a fly and go back into the room and see what everyone else is doing.
Oh,
That's so smart!
So smart!
Oh my god! Oh
Uh,
my
Fly on the wall.
god!
Deadly was with rat druid.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very well then.
Make a performance
We're
check.
going-
I'm kidding.
Nope.
Be a
I mean,
As I turn to see Rockford joining us, yes, and Flora joining us.
This is my dead friend's
I
house.
suppose the
I
rest
should
of you
have some
behave
kind of-
yourselves then.
This is my dead friend's house. I should have some. I should look after it in some kind of a way, so that
Of
his
course, Sir
grieving.
Rockford. Willing to make that concession for you.
Thank you.
Astra grins, winks at Jasper, and says, and then says to Nat, darling, I don't behave. As a general rule of thumb.
Oh, you're coming with me. That doesn't matter for you.
Are you two? Are you flirting?
I do not feel the need for human emotions.
Flirting isn't a human emotion; it's an action. So
That comes as the result of a human emotion.
ooh, that
something,
was deep.
something else may come from it too. Okay.
Yeah, god damn it. All right. So as you
Boom, baby.
as you arrive to the bookcase already slid out of the way on its tracks, there's elevator doors in front of you with just one button that says up.
I think it's that one.
No way to come back down?
I mean, I'm sure the one upstairs says down, but
All right.
the elevator doors open up and you are just greeted by a very smiley half-elf that has his finger pointed out towards the button, and points
Oh
to you
my
guys,
God.
and then points up.
I look at the paper and it says, Anton, you're paid to push buttons. I only see one.
And you see him get a very crunched look on his face, as there are two distinct buttons
Oh,
in
I
front
thought
of
you
him.
said there's
One
just
says,
one.
Oh, he's in the elevator. He's
in the elevator.
yeah.
In the
Yeah.
elevator. Yeah.
Got it. My bad.
And there are two buttons in front of him. One says up and one says down. As he is
Right.
just smiling, just
I rescind my.
I'm assuming he doesn't speak.
I just start doing like finger dance moves.
I offer my hand to his to like
he
may I?
he the hand that he pushes buttons with, he puts behind his back and gives you his left hand.
You have to touch the other hand. It's crime
I
hand.
don't suppose it makes a difference, and I scan his hand. Oh. And I like push a button on my midsection, and like a little like dot matrix receipt printer paper comes out. Just like, and I, can you write your name on this for me, please? Yes, absolutely.
He takes the pen and writes Anton. Like I said, I only wrote first names for everybody.
For the
We're gonna stick with
employer.
Anton now, because I know I have his last name somewhere right now.
Yeah.
Anton Fetty. I don't know.
Fetty.
Fetty Wap. Okay.
Waiter.
Anton Waiter?
But he's the bellboy. Or the bell.
He can't speak. He's a dumb waiter.
He waits for them.
I hate you.
He waits in the elevator. He's Anton Waiter.
Yeah, and he can't speak. It's a dumb waiter. Dumb waiter elevator.
Yeah, and he
You're
hands it
very
back.
clever, Dabler. You're very clever.
He hands it back to you. And,
Any outstanding warrants?
zero. Absolutely.
Zero. Is he barefoot?
No. He
Okay,
is
good.
in like formal dress. I should have explained what he's wearing. Formal dress suits, absolutely like stunning, perfectly fitting suit.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Astra
Now that
leans
you
over to
have-
Jasper and I go, Is he always like this?
Constantly. But just so we're on the same page, he can hear just fine. He just can't speak.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh,
Very
I
well.
figured
Thank
that.
you for
I just-
humoring me.
But
Thank you
yes,
for
he is-
humoring me,
baseline.
Anton.
Yeah. Okay.
We would like to go up.
And he pushes the button up.
I just look at Anton.
As I look at him, is he eyeing any of the rest of my myriad buttons that are on my form?
Yes. He is like you see a hand quivering as you are covered in buttons.
Anyone you wish, except this one. And I put my hand over a button that's on my collarbone.
With like lightning fast speed, like faster than you would have ever imagined, all your buttons get pushed. Just
Oh no! Oh,
I
God,
shall
okay.
explode. Can I look
All
at?
right. Chest compartment pops open that the knife is sitting in. Like it pops out, and the knife is like sitting there, as well as a couple of other things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there's like 3 buttons that don't do anything.
Apparently, it's detachable.
Button, printer paper. Another button puts out a holographic image of a badge that would fit his description for the department that he works for, and it reads RV7 Nat OS Mobile Research Unit. Classification. Oh God, what is it? When a piece of equipment is abandoned? Derelict. Classification derelict. Another button. A little spout pops out and just starts pouring coffee from the grounds that he consumed earlier.
He while all these are happening, he pulls the printer paper, and I'll just say for context, he didn't give your pen back yet. He's been holding on to it. He writes, "Is Nick okay?" and hands it to you.
Of course he is. Another button. Another button. A perch for his bird, like, comes out of one of his shoulders.
I love that.
Another button. Arm compartment. Pops open. And inside of this arm compartment are, like, 13 different pens that he's taken from other occasions that he's been to. That no one has ever asked for a pen back from him. I wonder why. A couple of erasers and a chewed up piece of gum.
Ew.
And he looks and he's like, how did that get in there? And he shuts that compartment. Another button on his back, a pair of wings, like mechanical wings, like Buzz Lightyear, pop out of his shoulder blades.
Are we like all like shoved? Like, there's no space in this elevator now.
Oh,
yeah, there's plenty of space. You're good.
Yeah.
The dude was rich. He's got like, it's one of those hospital elevators.
Yeah, I was gonna.
like,
This elevator's big enough
yeah.
that, like, if he needed to, like, carry a couch up and down, he
Oh,
could.
yeah.
It's a pretty.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
One
It's
of
a
the
cargo
wings that
elevator.
pops out, the spring is too strong, and it like lodges itself into the side of the elevator, and it's just like, oh dear, that. I had wondered how long it had been since I had pushed that one. And then the last one of note, I'll say, it just starts playing the same music that was playing before, the 8-bit crushed version of
Yes.
remember the name.
I wish.
Hey. Yes.
I wish to lean into Antoine as he's looking at all this and just be like, "Do you know any good pickup lines?"
He points a direction. Do you turn your head?
Yeah.
As you turn your head, he grabs your cheeks and pushes your face towards him, so you're locking eyes.
Oh,
Wow. Can I real quick retcon something?
Yes.
Without telling these 3,
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and use my psychic whispers and telepathically link us.
Link who?
Flora, Nat, and Rockford.
Oh, okay. All right.
For the next. Wait, I need a D8.
Yeah, this cool thing that we used to do.
7 hours.
Oh yeah, I was about to
Wow.
say psychic whispers was a thing we did all the time in what's it
Valmira.
called?
Valmira, yeah. We had psychic whispers on us all the time in Valmira.
It was wonderful.
It was fun.
All right. Really quick. Fly on the wall in the dining room.
Yes.
The first couple minutes have been a whole lot of like everyone just kind of sitting quietly. Brutus has a chair turned so the back is up against the door and he's facing everybody. As Mystic is just kind of like stirring her drink and just, can I just go get a refill? And Brutus, no, we're not leaving this room. We're not going anywhere. Murder happens out there. And murder happens all the time around us. Why is this one different? It was our friend. It was Solomon. As Swiftfoot is just pacing, just like, what the fuck kind of room am I in? You guys are fucking crazy. What do you mean murder happens all the time around here? And Nick chirps up. He's like, I can escort her to the bar. I can keep her safe. You've taught me like how to hold my own. You've taught me how to fight. I can, like, it'll be all right. I can bring her to the bar. And Bert, no, nobody is leaving. We are not leaving this room. And Mystic goes, I'm about to fucking throw down with you if I don't get a refill on my drink. And Brutus just kind of stands up, moves the chair. He's like, make it quick, Nick, bring her. And the two of them step out to go get refill their drink, as it is now just Brutus and Swiftfoot in the room. And Brutus turns to Swiftfoot and he's like, I really don't like you. And Swiftfoot is just going, your boss was fucking crazy. This is fucking bullshit. I don't know why I got invited to this party. Everyone's like, oh, I can figure out the murder. I just want to leave. Brutus goes, no, you don't leave. You are here for a reason. Solomon didn't invite anyone without a reason. And then you see Brutus's face completely shift from this dark and serious to a very sinister grin as he goes, we've never been able to summon somebody without life essence or two. There's many reasons why you could have been invited. You don't leave this fucking room. And Swiftfoot calmly sits back down, pale white, terrified. As Mystic and Nick come back into the room, Brutus looking like himself again. And the two of them are just kind of happily chatting at this point, talking about like the latest cocktail that Nick made for her.
Okay.
All right.
Ah!
All right. We'll check back in.
Totally.
Yeah, we'll check back in with elevator crew. You guys have made it up to the second floor.
Yay!
I over table am regretting putting so much trust in that guy. But I'll hear it out.
So
Maybe his threat level was low because he was so devoted as a cult member. I still don't know why my threat level's so low, though.
Because you're a friend of Solomon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you are a friend.
You're a cult
I
member.
friend.
Actually, you know what, Dono? I would love if you were to jot, like, this is pondering in your mind, this elevator ride. Give me, like, a history check. Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little homebrew roll.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll a d20 and add your history and insight to it.
Okay.
Mm.
We got here. 17. Okay,
A
17
new
on the
skill
die.
check.
History and insight?
Yes, add both modifiers to that roll.
Okay, that's gonna be a 28.
A 28. Solomon has fought tooth and nail to try to get you to come to his parties. You have a very busy schedule. It hasn't lined up.
Mm-hmm.
The gears are kind of clicking in place right now that he's been doing a lot of occult shit, and the party invites, some have been for normal hours, some have been for like 11 o'clock midnight is when he wants you to come over and whatnot.
I ain't doing
You're
that. I'm
learning that
sleeping.
he's been summoning people. Something clicks in your head that you weren't invited here to just help figure out the murder. Cults need somebody to run. Brutus said it himself. He's good at taking directions. You start getting the inkling that, oh, if Solomon doesn't come back, he needs somebody that's wealthy enough to take over his estate and knows magic and is well-traveled and is quite knowledgeable.
Hey guys, let's start a fucking cult.
Hey, we're here for the cold shit.
Let's do it.
Oh, you're in the right place. Come on in, buddy.
So, just, food for thought for
Excuse me,
Sir
is this
Rockford.
the cult?
One cult, please. As you
Oh,
enter,
a collection of people that do the good. Yeah, this is them.
Yeah, this is it.
as
I'd
you
like
enter
a Coca-Cola, please.
into
Listen, we're gonna make Colt chicken nuggets. All right, it'll be great with the kids.
as you
We
enter
enter.
the
Cult
floor,
filet.
yes, immediately in front of you as you're leaving the elevator is this very wide room that goes down at the other end into kind of like a rec area. It has a pool table, it has couches, and then all the way at the end of that is a hot tub, and then the walls are lined with doors. As Jasper chirps up, she's like, these are all the guest rooms. Staff that need to spend the night normally just grab a room. His room's right here, and you are right next to the entranceway for the master bedroom.
Excellent.
I don't know the last time the hot tub was cleaned. I wouldn't use
I'm gonna
that.
say that we should investigate the hot tub.
If you want to. I just
All right. Astra opens the door.
which door?
The door to the master.
It is locked, and there is a a keyboard sitting right next to it.
So
Astra
Board
turns
of
to
keys,
Jasper.
a board with keys.
I don't go in there. It's
Is there
one of-
someone who knows? Actually,
Dippy.
wait, the key. I was about to say the key. On the employee guest list is hanging off of Anton's thing. Does Anton know? And I turn to Anton and I'm like, "Do you know which keys go to which rooms?"
I'm gonna go up.
It was worth a shot.
I'm gonna look at the. Okay, if you want me to, I think I know the answer to this,
okay.
but I can roll for it.
Okay, well, what do you think the answer is?
Is it V2 Mark or Marf?
It is any combination of those letters.
Okay, I will type that into the thing, because I'll
It
look
opens-
at. I'll look at.
Keypad.
Yes, it's a keyboard for
Yeah.
Oh, it's a key. I thought it was like
I
a
thought
key
you
with
meant a
a lock.
board of keys. I thought
Oh
you meant
no, I'm so sorry. Like a
Yeah.
computer keyboard.
a computer keyboard.
Yeah, Dono, you open it up immediately.
V
I'm
Mark
just like-
II.
Greeted inside, it's very sparse besides an absolutely absurdly massive bed, like two California Kings smushed together.
Oh, yes.
And the weirdest bookshelf you have ever seen. On this bookshelf are very old books similar to the library and just vials, like little potion vials of an assortment of wildly different colors.
What does the room smell like?
Lemon
Clean?
lilac fruits.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like
it smells
clean,
clean.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
but the bottles have been left there. The bed's not all together. I will.
Yes,
Obviously,
the
we're
bed
supposed-
is freshly made.
Okay. Can I look under the mattress? Like try and pull it from under? Maybe he has something hidden in there. I know, obviously, the potions are probably the thing,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
my
yeah,
character's
no.
gonna be looking in other things too.
Yeah, under the mattress, you see
$20 million. I'm
assortment.
kidding.
20 million. Now, you see an assortment of like medieval
Webbing?
weaponry.
$1 billion.
Weaponry.
Weaponry. Yeah. Thank you. Dippy keeps
Yes.
talking over.
There's a battle axe, there is a
Webbing.
broadsword, and there is a mace under there. All of which are like black metal casting.
Does it give an essence of magic? I am not only proficient, but have expertise in Arcana.
Then how about you roll some Arcana?
Okay. I got a 19.
All of these are +3 magic items.
I will.
Holy shit!
Well, I'm just gonna take the battle axe.
Do you say anything?
I'm like picking it up, like, ooh.
As you pick it up, you hear a voice in your head. Just, I have been.
Oh no.
What?
I have been trapped in this house for so fucking long.
Are they all cursed weapons? Are they all cursed weapons?
What? Did they give me a name?
There is no curse. I will say right now,
Okay.
there is no curse.
Okay.
Do you ask for a name? That's all he says to
Okay.
you right now.
Can I say it in my head and not say something out loud?
I try it.
Okay. I will ask the name.
I do not even know it at this point. I have walked many of planes, many of eras of what you call life. I am just here.
I touched the other ones.
Hey, I'm the mace.
Okay, what about the last one?
The broadsword.
The broadsword. Hello. Are you trying to use me, or are you just manhandling me?
I'm gonna take the battle axe. That.
Astra walks over and goes, "Ooh, those look expensive." And I grab the broadsword.
The broadsword. Oh, 2 hands in 1 day. It must be a phenomenal event.
That one's a little slutty, if I'm being honest. And I just put
In
the
what
battle
way could
axe
a weapon
behind my
be?
back. It's like, hey, do you know anything about
In
a
what way could a weapon be? And I put my hands up and very creakily create air quotes with just like one of my large robotic fingers and just go, slutty.
The sword talks.
Yes.
I'm
Are
going
you-
to guess the battle axe talks as well.
Yes,
Is
I
it-
much prefer this one's voiceover. It doesn't
How
really
is
have
that
agenda,
possible?
but
And
it's
I
more
grabbed
manly.
I grabbed the only one that's left to me, the mace.
Hello.
I'm the mace.
How are you talking to me?
Magic.
Ah, figures. Well, do you know anything about your master being murdered?
You're my master. I'm in your hands.
Astra talking to the slutty broadsword.
Are you my master
It's a
now?
broadsword. It's a.
Broad.
I'm so sorry.
So, darling, I take it you don't get attention very often.
Oh, I'm very deprived in that department.
I take it you only get use in ceremonial purposes at this point, then?
Just the one.
Do it? No, I don't. Fuck yeah.
And what was that last one?
Oh, that was when I got sealed in here.
For time and all eternity.
I don't have a concept of time in here, so I couldn't tell you when, but
Astra starts broadcasting across the psychic whispers what the sword is saying in their head. So you guys all get to hear this now.
There are so many voices going on at the same time. I dropped the mace.
I talk to my axe and I'm just like, are you getting this?
this is fucking wild, man.
Like my friend. Yes, it is.
What?
We will
Do
figure you
tell
out a
me
name.
about how you were sealed
Oh yeah, you're
into
also
the
in the
sword.
psychic.
They're all psychic. Like,
Studied.
Oh,
Sentient-
so like the moment that I
sentient
talked to
weapons
the
do not.
fucking axe, you would have heard it too.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, Astra. What were you saying?
I was asking the sword about getting sealed into the weapon, I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah. I was doing my thing in my own plane, and all of a sudden, all these people started chanting my name. And I wanted to see what they were doing. And the next thing I know, I'm in a fucking sword.
That had to be a terrible time.
It was rough, yeah.
And where you said another plane. Do you remember where that was exactly?
I mean, we have a name for it where I am, but that's just Earth. And anytime I said that to people here, they said that couldn't be right. I was a queen, and now I'm a sword.
What was your name, darling?
That's
Queen bitch. I'm kidding.
a great question. It's Umberly again.
Queen
That's a-
Isabella.
Great question.
Great question.
You think this is like a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing? We got to make some old guy fall in love with us?
What?
No.
You know, animated
Cult
sentient
is summoning.
things.
I
Cult is
just
summoning ancient beings to be made into weapons. That's what that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is Fate Zero, basically. Got it.
I haven't seen it yet. Is this Fate 2? I am Mate.
I'm sorry.
Mine doesn't have a
Mate?
name.
Does
Mate?
that mean anything?
Do
You
I
lost
know?
the his-
Okay, I'm
you
proficient
lost
within
the
history.
buff in the room.
Yeah, give
I'm-
me a history check.
Yeah. Okay. That's cocked as hell. I'm not gonna use that dice. It doesn't want to roll.
As
Ooh.
they are dealing with the sentient weapons.
I was the Rat
Rock.
King.
The Rat King.
24.
I was the king of rat. 24. Mate, in your history, was an Egyptian pharaoh.
Oh, okay.
Is it typed? Is it spelled
Okay.
exactly the way that you put it in the chat?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Mayet.
With that information,
Yeah.
does
Oh,
it
my
also
bad. Mayet.
Mate or Mayet? whatever.
Mayet.
Mariette, I don't know.
Mariette.
Mariette. With that, since I rolled so high, does it do I remember that Mariette was connected in any way to cult activity
Noth-
back in the day?
Nothing like that, but you do know, Solomon's traveled a lot. And actually, his last trip that we talked about in the first episode was to Egypt, exploring ruins. He was one of the first people to find a new pyramid.
Okay. I have a feeling. So I have a feeling, because Mayat is a queen of Egypt, right?
Yes.
And apparently this mace was the king of rats, and I
I
dropped the
was-
mace.
That was the silence forever.
Rockford, Astra,
And
you seem to
it
have
seems
this
as though my axe is old enough that they no longer remember their origins.
Gilgamesh. Sorry.
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. Nah, that's a terrible name. I'm thinking more.
Enkidu.
I'll figure it out. It's mine now. I think, and it sounds as though maybe he might have picked this up in his last, at least the broadsword within his last, big adventure that he went on. Maybe he was collecting sentient weapons. Is it just these 3 weapons underneath the entire couch or underneath the entire bed?
I mean, that's it for under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
There might
Oh,
be
yeah.
more around the room.
I will begin. Let us begin to search for more sentient things within this room. Everybody,
Rockford,
touch things.
Astra,
Finding
as you do that, I will take
I
Jasper
want to be clear. You're asking me to find valuables.
They're not. They could be unvaluable things.
Fntsylover
Value
hold
is
a lot of value
defined.
among collectors. I'm almost certain.
Value is defined by the self of the person, what they find to be valuable. So something that you find is valuable may not be the thing that we are looking for. I would suggest that we just look and see if we can find any other magical and or sentient type items in this room.
I can't type with that. Druid, Flora,
She's
right?
not here.
Druid.
Yes.
Miss Druid.
Are you
Is-
having fun wherever you
Oh,
are?
yes.
Sorry, I should clarify.
we're
I
brain
think this all
connected.
psychically.
I was like, they're not with us. Oh yeah, brain connection. This is a
Alright,
weird thing to
let's-
have to keep track of.
Let's answer that question really quick. We'll cut back to the party, and then you can be able to answer it. Tensions are boring in this room at the moment. They came back. They're chit-chatting about the cocktail. And Swiftfoot is just looking terrified as Mystic comes in. I mean, doll, what's the matter? And Swiftfoot isn't answering. He is just sitting there. Oh, did Brutus scare you? I know he can be a little tense, a little scary, but don't worry. Anyone that got killed here was me. Maybe not tonight, but the other ones. All the other ones. As Swiftfoot then starts slowly easing his way to the bathroom, as Nick is sitting there kind of just speechless, as Mystic raises a hand and goes, "You're not needed anymore. We were going to do something tonight. Solomon apparently had other plans. So shoo." As she raises a hand, and Nick falls to the ground dead. Oh shit, no, not Nick. It's not Nick, it's
Oh,
Swiftfoot.
So,
Okay,
okay.
okay, fine, fuck that guy, alright?
Swiftfoot falls to the ground dead. Nick immediately starts hyperventilating. What the fuck's going on? What the fuck? What are you talking about, other people? And Brutus goes, "Yeah, no, it's look, we do some crazy shit in the basement. You have proven that you're kind of ready for that next step, right? Right? You're ready for that next step?" As Nick is just, I don't like the next step. As Mystic then steps forward side by side with Brutus. There's two options. It's our step or his step. Okay? Okay, Nick? And Nick is just speechless. As then you hear in your head, "Are you having fun?"
and fly. No.
Why did I decide to be a fly on the wall? Why?
Hey, we're getting a lot of information. This
All
is
of this
great.
was gonna happen off camera.
I love the dedication to it from Dadley because it's real intense, man. Holy shit.
Holy shit!
oh, by the way, Swiftfoot's no longer alive.
Do all three of us go once?
I would like to make
Astra.
I would like to make a deception check to not be surprised by that, because I have a feeling that we may be in, if that just happened, then someone in this room might not want to know. Or might.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and
JT,
give me a
maybe?
deception check.
Okay.
oh yeah, that's a good point.
He's scared of setting off Jasper again.
Yes.
All right.
Deception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or performance. Either one
Okay.
would work.
They're the same. 15. It's not the best.
15 is
Um,
high enough, though. It's something
so-
going on in your brain.
Yeah.
15's high enough. Yeah.
I will roll as well,
Yes.
Okay.
except my next roll's a 10. So that's
Yes.
10 plus 2.
Ridiculous deception. Oh.
God.
Well,
Well,
you said it's a performance check, right?
I said deception or performance, either one.
Oh, then in that case, if I have a choice, I'm doing deception because that's a +8.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's high enough to keep a straight face.
Okay.
Nat,
Nat doesn't
I'm just
have
gonna
a
say
face.
you don't have to roll. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
you
about
don't
to
have a
say.
face.
What if he just goes, wow?
Nat just. But no, Nat will look to the group, and he's been trying to do this for like the last 10 real-time minutes.
Oh shit.
He
Okay.
wants to look at it and say, Rockford, Astra, you have the sentient weapons in the master bedroom covered. I'll take Jasper, and we'll look for the other employees to continue our forensics.
Very well, I'm perfectly okay with that. And I say in my mind,
How does that
be
sound,
careful.
Jasper?
I mean, she looks at Astra, just like looking for like a nod or something. That
Astra smiles and
okay. Yeah, I'll go with you.
You said
I will go with you. Yeah.
I was about to say I heard that die roll.
That die roll was to see if they noticed the fly on the wall. They rolled a 4.
Hey!
Oh, thank God.
Nice. As I look to Jasper and I kind of lean down reassuringly, as reassuringly as one who looks like me can lean down, and I just soften the glow of the light in my head. I'm just like, whatever guarantee Astra made for your safety, I can guarantee from myself tenfold.
Okay.
My goal is to protect people, humans,
Well,
not just humans. I know there are many people out here.
if they're
You
here,
will not come to harm when
We're
I
backpedaling, bud. Let's go.
I appreciate it. If they're here, I'd assume Iris and Lindsay are in the laundry room.
Then the laundry room is where we go next.
So walking out again, it's a big hallway. The pool table is there. The hot tub is bubbling. I don't know if I said that originally. The hot tub is on.
Mm-hmm.
In the laundry room, you hear even before.
Where is the hot? So the game room is not
It
a
is-
separate
Yeah,
wall.
there's not walls. It drops in the floor a bit, and then
There's post corners. They're
Yes.
this is a separate area, but there's no wall. I see. Okay.
And even before you enter the laundry room, you can hear the washer and the dryer going, and just kind of do you speak Elven?
I speak common, giant, primordial, and undercommon.
Okay, so then
Oh,
you
no.
don't know what's being said. I'll say you can recognize that it's Elven. It's a very common language around here. You can recognize two people just speaking Elven to each other.
I feel like the original character sheet that I made for Nat would have been changed a little bit, knowing the setting that we were entering into with this, but no changing it. I'm just saying that maybe Nat has a very fundamental translator as part of his circuitry and robotics, but
I'll say
not a full language translator, just the language you are hearing is Elven, and the basic idea is this.
I'm totally okay with it. The language you're hearing is Elven, and the basic idea is why the fuck did you put red and blue shirts in the same wash together?
Dispute with the laundry.
And entering the room, you are greeted by two twin elves, early 30s in age, long hair. One of them full tattooed sleeve, the other one no tattoos. As they both just look, the tattooed one. Hi. Hello. What are you doing up here?
Greetings. It is of the utmost importance that I continue an investigation that is going on. The master of the house has been dispatched, and we need to gather some information. So if you would both present to me your hands and your full real names.
I'm Iris. This is Lindsay. last name Corns, as they both stick out their hands.
And the beam, normally wide enough for one hand, is wide enough to scan both at the same time. And any outstanding warrants?
The one without tattoos has Iris, yes. Has a genuine ungodly amount of, like, she's in the middle of a court case for stolen college textbooks. The other one, no outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
It's the real
barefoot?
It's neither one of them are barefoot. They're both in like worker shoes. We talked about it last time, like the anti-slip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Now, could you tell me whether or not you keep anything that could be classified as weaponry on you?
Bleach?
More physical weaponry, like knives.
And
Do you have anything that would poke me, stab me, or cause me injury?
Pulls out a box cutter of, like, I use it to like open up the products and stuff.
Like vision scope.
Yeah.
Lens, like IR, or not IR. What is it? Ultraviolet. No blood.
No blood at all. No.
Mm-hmm. And it quickly swaps back.
And Lindsay turns to Iris and says, "Hey, how about you go take a breather? I'll talk to them for a second, okay? Actually, Jasper, do you mind just sitting with her for a second?" And Lindsay is like eyeing Nat as Jasper's like, sure, yeah, I can.
Lindsay's the one with outstanding warrant?
Lindsay's the one with outstanding warrants, yes.
Okay.
Jasper's like, yeah, we can take a walk.
Can I tell that might be the connection? Like,
if you want to do an insight check,
they might be nervous. Yeah, I'll do an insight, sure. Oh god, it fell off the table. It fell off my leg. All of that for a 15.
A 15 is high enough to know that's not what she wants to talk to you about. You don't know what else, but that is not what she wants to talk to you about.
So she's worried, but it's not because of her case.
No.
And it's not because she thinks of what I am. Okay.
No.
Just like,
Emily,
well,
if you can text me back.
Yes.
Because I need to know something while you were doing your thing. Yes. And Jasper, they're still close by. You can see Jasper if you turn your head out the door, but they're far enough away that they're not really in earshot.
Yeah.
As Lindsay goes, Iris has no idea how fucked up this house is. I only have this job because I need the money. I've been keeping her out of it. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but I mean, the guy has a house party and I'm cleaning up fucking bloody bed sheets for 2 days. I'm not surprised he got killed. That's all. I just wanted to give you the info. I didn't want you to think like, oh, she's hiding something, because I don't want any part of this.
You've been very upfront and honest. I appreciate that. Do you know what this activity during these parties could have to do with anything of the affairs of the house?
I know. Look, the second they go to the basement, it is dead silent and I can't hear a thing. But when they're down here and they're partying and whatnot, and then people come back up, they just always talk about like how they got one, or that one got away, or do this differently for next time. And it's always just the weird books and people, and they all. And she turns around and grabs a box that is by the washer. She's like, I have to keep these fucking robes clean. And it's just black silk robes. I don't get it. If this is something that's happening.
Is it just me and Iris in this room now?
Yes.
And my other compatriots are out of earshot.
Yes.
Okay. I look to her and I go, the affair. We have suspect reason to believe that the affairs of the occult are at play here, but we don't know why the master of the house would have been killed as a result of it, unless something big is going to happen. Do you live here?
I mean, I spend some nights here, but I don't live here.
I would recommend absconding from the property then, for your own
Yes.
safety. If you are not tied to the occultish activity, and I'm sure that you wouldn't tell me if you were.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. If I wasn't, I wouldn't tell you. Actually, no, that's a fair assessment. I'm not though.
Insight check.
You can. She's telling the truth.
Hey.
She sits. I know. Look, Solomon would go off on these weird sprees of like, if anything were to happen to me, and blah blah blah. He has a knack for trying to catch things. When I first started working here, it would be like rabbits and squirrels and whatnot. And I hear things. I think it's gotten a little bit bigger, and everything needs something to be held in. He was worried that he would be the thing.
The vessel.
Yeah,
For something greater than himself.
Yeah.
I see. I will reiterate. For your own safety, I would abscond from the property as soon as possible. Come up with an excuse for yourselves to go home.
Am I okay to go home? Am I like, do you want my info in case something? I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. I'm not a part of this. I would love to go home, but if going home makes me look suspicious, I'm willing to hang out.
Your info was gathered when I took your handprint and name.
All right, I'm gonna grab Iris and we're just gonna go home.
Oh, and who's the one with the warrant? Is she the one with the warrant?
She's the one with the warrant. All right, not a warrant, like a current legal case.
The current case. I look to her, and I, like... Some of the buttons are hidden by, like, slide-away compartments.
Okay.
And there are other just, like, sliding doors on my person as well.
Yeah.
I just kind of, like... And I pull out a card with a law office on it that is directly tied to the department of the city.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having any problems with those textbooks, contact this number and I'll make sure to help in whatever way I can.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being upfront with me. Now get going.
Yes, and she walks away and just grabs Iris by the wrist, and she's like, we're just heading out, okay? We're done for the night. And Iris is just, oh, okay, bye, Jasper. Now I have like 3 different things to split from. So, Dado, Astra.
As long as Iris and Lensley.
Yes.
As long as they're safe after I allow them to go, then I'm moving on to the next room that Jasper would know there's a person in.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Sir Rockford and Astra.
I'm investigating the bottles.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the bottles.
I'm talking to.
Popping bottle.
I would like to talk to Flora, if possible.
Okay. We will.
Okay.
Yes, Flora is doing something that we will also cover in just a moment.
Okay.
Flora is fucking my shit up.
Yeah.
The bottles. Every single bottle that you touch also talks to you.
Joy.
Oh no.
Yes. Immediately the shelf has. Think of every color of the rainbow, like those 7 colors. There's a bottle for each color.
Okay.
And you know, they're all just none of
Take a
them.
look.
Yeah,
It's in a bottle.
None of them know how long they have been in here. If you want more details,
A drinking rainbow.
How about I do just a basic investigation check and I get the most interesting info based on my roll?
I'll even say you don't have to roll because like you're there. Or if you're looking for more than the bottles, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking for more than the bottles too.
Okay, go for it. Yep. How many nat 20s are you gonna get this game?
No.
Did you get another one?
Number 5.
You fucking kidding me?
That would be number 5.
I'm fucking with you.
All right, I'm just gonna streamline this. Every single bottle talks. They all say they were rulers of wherever they came from. Some of them say Earth. Some of them say a weird fucking name that you've never heard of before. They were all rulers from where they came from. All the bottles talk to you. A couple of the books talk to you. None of the books have labels that you can read. His pillowcase talks to you.
That's probably the creepiest.
His pillowcase talks to you. I'm trying to think. Would that be it? No. He next to his. All right. Next to his bed is what looks like fabric. That is the most talkative of them. That is the one that is able to like, oh, I'm the newest. I was just 2 days ago. I haven't lost that sense of time yet. I've been able to see the sun, see it up and down from the windows in here.
What exactly happened? Or what can you tell me?
Yeah, I was the queen in my land. I was the queen of just like joyfulness or whatnot. Or you guys would call it a god, I guess. I never saw myself in that sense. But next thing I know, something is just grabbing me by my ankle. And I'm standing in the middle of 3 hooded figures, all just saying something, a circle around me. And now I am just in this piece of my dress that I had left.
Do you remember what these hooded figures look like?
I couldn't see a lot of their faces. I know one was glowing a lot more than the others. One was a lot taller.
Okay.
Dono, you good?
I just realized something.
Yeah.
There's a reason we're all the
hearing-
best at something.
Time out.
Yeah.
I keep hearing
Okay.
a connection and a disconnection sound.
I'm hearing it too.
Are you hearing that too? That's my
Yes.
microphone. Give me 1 second.
That's
Okay,
you?
yes.
Okay. God. I thought I was going nuts. I thought it was like, am I like...
There's a
is there
silent
something
I think we're
wrong with
alarm
my
going
setup?
off.
Okay.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we're good. All right, back to the action.
Every single one of these sentient weapons, except for like mine, because it doesn't know, was the king or ruler of something, aka the best.
We're just not gonna have music for
That's
until my
fine.
headphones stop doing this shit.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Anybody that's here that would be considered the best at something could potentially become one of these things.
Oh,
Hmm.
Ah.
We're here for the cult shit, baby.
not even the fun part of the cult.
But
And honestly,
why? But why
Sir
did
Rockford would have
the-
pieced that together. After, like,
But
Astra
why
would have
did
been
the
like,
master-
this is a king, this is a queen, this is a king. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I look
X,
at,
Y,
like,
and
the
Z, of X, Y, and Z.
the guest list, and I'm just like, wait.
Did the queen say what her name was?
It was like elemental gibberish to you.
Okay,
Hmm.
I speak primordial.
I speak primordial as
As
well.
do I.
I did. Her name was
don't.
the sound of rippled waters hitting the shore.
Ah.
Okay, great.
The queen of the sea, I see.
Yeah.
Um,
The
Well,
mage
that's
queen.
nice.
Astra keeps the broadsword.
Mhm.
Oh, thank God.
Hmm.
Oh, don't worry, darling. It's not like I'm going to leave you here. And then I'm going to pick up the dress of the queen that I'm currently talking to, or the bit of fabric, and go.
Oh, I'm going to. Okay.
Oh.
I thought that might be helpful
Okay. No, that's
since you're
yeah.
the most recent one. And looks at the other one, and you're literally a sword.
Yes, I'm kind of badass now, huh?
Most certainly. Um, After Sir Rockford has his moment of existential crisis, go,
I'm looking
Realizing-
I'm looking at the guest list,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm realizing Swiftwood had 2 stars next to him,
Mm-hmm.
and the only person that has more that would probably be a better candidate is Astra. Astra. And we
I'm
know
keeping the
that's
fucking sword.
no. Okay, before I go metagamey, we were told that Swiftwood just died, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we know what happened downstairs. Awesome. I'm gonna look at you and just be like, if Flora means what happened downstairs and that they no longer need him, these stars could be next to our names, could indicate how well of a selection we could be to be created into one of these. You have 3 stars.
I'm flattered.
Let's just say you're probably the number 1 target here.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
Nat
sword
will
is just
pipe
in
up
your-
in his own head, responding to this and just saying, well, then I guess it's a good thing that we pulled away the highest draw from their attention.
Flo, you said that they were going to the basement, right? Do I know of a
Yes.
basement?
You have no idea this house even had a basement.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say in my head to Flora, I did not know this house had a basement.
Flora, you're in the basement.
I'm in the basement.
Flora, as a fly, snuck out of the room, went into the elevator shaft to come find you guys, and noticed, oh, I could just go down.
So the down button goes even further down, is what you...
Yes.
In
I-
the elevator.
So if you hit the like go up button twice, would it like turn around and go down?
I don't know. I guess we can find that out.
Antoine lied to us.
If you hit up at the top, does it just blow through the roof like the Great Glass Elevator in Wonka's Chocolate Factory?
I mean, that might be our
That'd
escape
be a
plan, but
choice.
let's fucking get to it, bud.
Yeah, the escape plan.
The
I-
basement.
Flora, how long do
Yes.
wild shapes last? They last an hour, right?
No. It is
Mine
half the
was
druid
4
level.
hours.
4 hours?
Yes, it's half the druid level.
Okay, so you are flying around this basement, and immediately the smell is awful.
It smells
It-
great as a fly, but
I was just about to say, it feels like this would be almost damaging if you weren't a fly. Flies are used to trash and whatnot. It's not bothering you, but your senses indicate like, oh my god, this smell is dangerously bad.
Mhm.
As you are flying through the basement, you're in a hallway that has cages lining it. There is nothing in the first cages that you slowly fly by. And then you start to see a cage to your right has what looks like a dead squid in the biggest you have ever seen. Next to that one is just a pile of rags. And then across from those two is a the best way to describe it is just a pile of dead rats.
Bat King.
And as you are flying past all of these, it is pitch black. I'm assuming flies have dark vision. I'm just kind of assuming that. It's a safe
Yeah.
assumption.
Let's
They
assume
navigate
that
by
and not
smell.
look it up and ruin the moment.
You are then greeted by this giant mass of a room that has like weapons all around the walls, any sort of like weapon you can think of, bows and swords, maces, axes, even nunchucks, batons, anything you can think of is lining these walls. In the center of it is a very dug in, probably like a 6-foot drop, but only inch wide, circle with runes all around it.
Okay, would I do I know what the runes are?
You can give me an
River
Arcana
redeemed to
check.
hydrate.
Oh,
Also,
Refreshing.
River Shine, thank you for the follow.
thank you so much.
Thank you for the follow.
Did I drink all my water? Damn it!
Already?
I got apple juice.
There you go.
Good juice. Okay. Don't
'Cause
fail me
it's
now.
totally water. I promise.
One for libation and one for entertainment.
That is a 26.
That is a 26. This
Yes.
is a real mashup of runes. You can see like that, like these couple look like conjuration, these couple look like illusion, and like going through it, there's necrotic, there's an abjuration, and you slowly start realizing looks like there's a section of rooms for each class of magic, each school of magic. And then the end, we'll just call them like north and south from the entrance of this room. North and south have just an empty slot, and it looks like actually that on that high there's scuff marks around it. Then it looks like they have been like they chisel out a piece of rock and put it in there. Like that is where you can kind of customize the circle for different rooms.
Okay.
Which actually even high enough on that, and also to streamline things, this weird school of magic that like is unknown to you guys, we're going to start calling summoning magic just to make my life easier and your lives easier. It's a new school of magic that is not in this world but has been able to be channeled here.
Google search. Did you mean
Did you
conjuration?
just make the Archnock Forge from Skyrim?
I've never played Skyrim, so I don't know.
Okay.
Google search. Did you mean conjuration?
No, it's different.
It's different because it's better.
And as you kind of sleuth all this out, is I will say when you hear Sir Rockford in your head say, "Did you know there's a basement?"
Totally. I'm totally in it now.
How'd
And
you get
it's
there?
scary.
How did you get there? Also, my,
Elevator.
I mean, hope. What is it? The prayers and what is it? My prayers and blessings are with you, or whatever. Thoughts and prayers are with you. Because there's nothing I can do to stop you from being in that situation. But I hope you're okay.
All the way down.
Are Mystic and Brutus already down there?
Nope.
They're not already down there. She just found her way down there, like independently of that
As a fly.
situation. Yeah,
As a
as
fly.
a fly. All right.
If she's down there long enough, does anybody show up?
I guess we'll find out if that's where she stays.
I mean,
And I don't want to stay down here if
Okay.
someone shows up.
okay.
Matt and Jasper walking along.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without stirring suspicion or alarm. I want to find a way to ask Jasper if she knows if there's a basement, but if she already knows, I don't want to just come out and ask her.
Also, how do you know
Because
that
I
there
would
might be
know
a
she would be
basement?
lying.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm trying to find a way. Okay, no, I got it.
Okay.
So, Reed. Where would this Reed fellow be?
Oh, posted up in one of the guest rooms. Here, and she starts leading you to the one at the opposite end, like the opposite end that's larger than all the other guest rooms.
Yes.
I think he would be in this one. And you guys go check. From the outside, you don't hear anything strange. Nothing's going on inside there.
Try the door.
Yeah. The door opens right up, and there is a Earth Genasi just passed out in bed.
Leans back out without closing the door, but leans back out. Do you know what he does for the grounds, or?
I think like he's a groundskeeper. I don't see him much. I think he does like maintenance and that kind of vibe.
He's currently asleep. Do we bother him with this?
That's your call.
Who's Sully?
Yeah, that was the musician. We talked about that.
Oh
at the
yeah,
beginning,
that's right.
And they skedaddled. They're already gone.
Got it.
I don't want to disintegrate anybody else. If I can avoid it. Are there any other parts of the house that we would need to check? Is there another room we haven't already been to? Another floor? Is there an attic? Is there a?
There's the courtyard that I don't think you guys have done much with, but I also like that's outside. And then I know Solomon has like a workshop or something in the basement.
Answer. She knows about a basement. Okay. Oh, a basement. Well. Is there anyone regularly posted in the basement?
Actually, I've seen Reed, come back and forth from it sometimes. And then
maybe his input will be pertinent, and I'd like start walking into the room, into Reed's room.
Okay.
And I will just. I don't want to I do, but I don't. I kind of just want to activate one of my forms of dread. Just be like, your time has come.
Would that? I mean, if you're talking while that will wake him up.
I don't want to do it. I want to do it, but I don't want to scare Jasper any more than already they have been. I'll just go in. Because a person could rightfully disguise themselves of having been asleep during this incident, of course. I'll go in. And I'll say, I do beg your pardon and greatest excuses and exaggerations for. There is currently an investigation going on, and I am cross-referencing with the staff and the other occupants of the house. If you could please just
what's the
moment of your time.
What's the investigation for?
Well, the master of the house has been well, dispatched. I need to,
Solomon's dead?
yes. I was wondering if you
Alright.
could present me with your handprint and your full name, please.
You can do whatever. And you
I
see
hold
him
my hand out for the
open his
handprint.
mouth, and his tongue flicks a tooth backwards, and he starts trying to chew something.
Shit!
You have
I
like
am-
a action to try to
Do-
stop this.
Does counterspell do anything for that?
This is not a
Swallowing
spell. This is
poison.
just
It's not.
this is a real thing.
It's just for clarity and my own clarity's sake. Cyanide
Yes.
tooth.
No.
I will.
It's a tic tac.
I will. Oh boy, how do I describe this? I shove my hand in his mouth and attempt to
No, down,
catch,
boy.
and attempt to catch this implement.
Get it out of your mouth. It's like a fucking
I will make
Okay.
it an attack. I will make it a dexterity something or other. I don't care.
Yeah,
As long as I can
give me-
prevent it from
yeah.
happening.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay. Holy shit. Are you kidding? That's a natural 20.
Damn.
Yeah, boy.
I've had to roll 2 dice all game, and both of them have been 4s.
That's rough, buddy. Welcome to being a DM. It sucks sometimes.
So yeah, you're able to like
As
grab
I
your hand.
imagine that, like,
Yes.
my hand can, like, shrink a little. It can, like, contract
Yes, I
into
totally
a
get what you
shape
mean.
that
Yeah.
would fit into a mouth, into a tight space. A mouth is a tight space. As soon as I, like, blink, like, grab onto this, it, like, telescopes back out of
Bad,
his
Bradley. Bad.
mouth.
We both had the same thought.
I love that over Zoom we're still able to lock eyes.
You're just like, and I just, like, reel it back in, and it wouldn't hurt anybody aerosolized, right? Cyanide is not an aerosolized poison. You have
No,
to
it's not.
to ingest it. So I just like kind of crush it between my fingers.
As he's just that's not what I thought would happen.
I don't doubt that for a second. Now, I was going to do this the easy way. As soon as you see rust scales flaking off of his body, moss growing at an exponential rate, and his bird going from like very healthy looking to like almost like a putrid glow overtaking its form and making it look zombified.
Mm-hmm.
He does not care about Jasper's perception of this in the moment. He will take care of it in this is done though. Form of dread,
Yes.
intimidation. What is your involvement? Answer me, and I will let you leave here alive.
I cleaned the basement in exchange. Solomon gave me magic. And part of the deal was if he goes, I go.
Well,
Yeah.
then consider your gift refunded. You Funny.
You know what? Oh,
If you truly felt the need, would you have taken the opportunity to participate, or is that something that was off of your palate?
no, it wasn't for me. I just cleaned.
Your gift has been exchanged. I'm allowing you to walk out of here while you still can.
Okay. Thank you.
We're going to finish this.
Okay. Dude, I feel like I have to give you something in return. Do you need anything?
Your cooperation in any further investigation into the dealings of this place would be appreciated. As you see his arm, like, the joint of the arm bends, like, all the way around backwards.
that.
And,
Ew.
like, instead of,
Gross.
like, facing
Yucky.
upward, it faces, like,
Ew.
all the way, like, downwards. It's a robot, come on.
Yes.
And
True.
it
It's
looks
still
into...
yucky. I'm kidding.
It looks into Reed's eyes and is just like, everyone else cooperated just well and good. Up here, at least.
Okay. I'm sorry. You're really scary.
Only when I intend to be. And I, like, the form will, like, shrink back down.
So I can just leave?
Whatever you do beyond this point is none of my concern. But yes,
Unless he
I can
tries to
tell you about the
murder me.
last thing.
the last thing. That
The
would
last
be...
thing, yeah. I don't know what it was. Like I'm just there for cleanup, but normally, like, they try a bunch of different stuff and it doesn't always work, and I can see, like, fire didn't work on that one and whatnot. Whatever they summoned last time, necrotic and poison magic didn't work anything on it.
Very good to know.
And over table, I will say, because of how good this scene was, whatever you guys might have to fight, you now know is immune to it.
Got it.
Product poison. Got it.
Immune to necrotic and poison. Damn, bad time to have selected Chill Touch as one of my characters.
Oh, that sucks.
And Blight as one of my spells.
Hey. That's why I went with minimal magic, guys. I don't know what I'm fighting, and I found a magic sword.
He just, like, gets up and goes to Anton. He's like, "Can I go down?" And he's like, "Yeah."
I actually follow behind Reed to go to Anton because that's where I would be heading at this point. In my head to the red. Oh, first and foremost, Jasper.
Oh, Jasper is totally fine.
Wow.
Jasper
Resilience.
saw you go all dark and creepy. And then as you came back down, she's like, on other days that would be the scariest shit I've seen.
Resilience is
No, that's just trauma. She reached her cap on trauma.
Resilience is a great quality to have in a host.
So
tell me now that I have talked to everyone else, I want you to tell me now. I've come across information.
Okay.
Do you know anything specifically about what fuck's his face? What's the main guy that we're talking about? Solomon. Do you know anything specifically about the dealings in Solomon's workshop?
I really have no clue. That was always like, I'm not around for it. I'd be coming in while he was just coming out of it. Like, I'm learning a lot. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So much was happening under my nose I had no clue about.
Then allow me to give you this last gift. I would leave as soon as possible to protect your life. If your guarantee was that we would protect your life, my guarantee is that it will be the most protected if you leave.
Oh, I'm seeing this through. I'm here for it.
You Astra walking out of the room wielding a fucking broadsword.
Yes. So Astra leaving the room. Flora joining you guys upstairs.
Can I'm wondering, is there any other, like, what does the potions do? Is it just sentient, not life? They're not able to do anything?
Do you want to know what happens if you take the potions? Or are you trying to, like, get that vibe?
Might. Yes, I am curious. Yes. Rockford's not looking for something
Sentient potion is definitely something I would not have had on my bingo card.
Yep.
The blue potion you pick up and immediately I was the king of bees. I was drink me and I could be free from this glass vessel.
What do you do if I...
They made honey. I feel like honey now.
What? I do not feel... I do not feel as though you would give me the thing that I pick up the other one. Put that one down.
Okay, which color? Just pick a color on the rainbow.
Red.
Red?
Why did I know you were going to say red next?
I have been in here for so long. I was the king of blood.
Health potion.
Just the king of blood. All things blood. Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin.
Red cells.
Hemoglobin.
You can drink me and free me from my vessel.
Put it down. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go with yellow.
Yellow? So hi, I'm the oldest potion. I saw all the other ones hit the shelf.
You have eyes?
I do, in a weird sense. It's like a vibe. I have the vibe of eyes.
Vibe of eyes. Okay.
That's also what happens if you drink me. You get the vibe of eyes.
Oh,
I've
God.
already-
And I'm freed from this vessel.
I've already got you actually put you back down.
Yeah, we are
Which one should I
endeavoring
get
to
next, you guys? Let's go with
we
green.
are endeavoring to free as many of these captive prisoners as we can.
They're old
I
as
do,
fuck.
you
They're
do
all
realize
dead
that.
anyway.
Green.
A, ve-
I thought we were gonna be Oscar the Grouch.
a vessel, a mortal vessel containing a
I
soul.
don't think any of these are actually
does
going
not
to.
a mortal vessel containing a soul does not a free soul make. These would all benefit all of us.
Okay, I'm not gonna take any of the potions because I don't think they're gonna work.
They're all gonna work. It's
They're
just
all gonna
what
do
they
something.
do.
I know,
Yeah,
it's just not the things I'm looking for. None of you guys are actually
I'm
really
Astra's
that
got a
cool.
magic cloth
The-
and a magic sword.
Okay,
I'm calling
I just
the
have a
red.
magic
What is the
sword.
rug scent?
Deborah.
You're taking the red one?
I'm
What?
taking the red potion for sure.
Okay.
Wait, can I even? I can't even drink the potion. Well, I can.
You can use them.
consume
You can
them.
use them.
I
Yeah.
like to imagine. Hold on. Wait.
I like
like-
to imagine that whenever Nat uses a potion, he just like kind of uncorks it and pours it all over himself, and it like gets absorbed into his like skin, his armor, his
I-
rust flakes.
I love that. My first thought was if you want to consume a potion, you have to dump the whole thing out and eat the glass.
That's even better. I love that. Just like that,
What if
I
he
pour it
just,
all over
like-
myself and then I eat the glass. Yeah.
What if you have
I
to like
shotgun
shotgun
a glass flask.
it?
Just like.
Flora, as you come
Yes.
up here, by the way, you actively do not have speak with plants open, and there is a potted sunflower that. Hey, hey,
you guys.
over here, and it's like right by the elevator.
Oh my god.
You can hear me, right? I was a god once too.
Ladies,
What?
everybody,
quote of the week.
I would like to. Everybody, I have a theory. There's at least 357 sentient items in this house.
If you pluck all my petals, I become free.
I'm.
Let's just leave that one alone. shall
Only
we?
Flora can hear this. I mean, only Flora can hear
Oh,
this.
okay.
What happens if? And in my head, I
Yes.
say, what happened if we free them?
I go home.
Aren't you like a god? So that would be a problem.
That wouldn't be a.
I have the stealthy answer, but Astra doesn't know that. Astra don't know shit about magic items. She gets paid to take things,
Yeah.
not to know
Mortal-
things.
Yeah, mortal soul. Yeah. D- or not immortal soul. Being freed back to whatever home plane they came from would restore balance. I just realized I don't have my.
Drunk. Mortal or immortal, a soul being freed to return to the plane from whence it came would restore balance to the universe. And I believe that to be an all-around good.
I have a way of getting it back to its plane. So
What are we
I'm
talking about here? Are we talking about the potions? Are we talking about the weapons? Are we
the
talking
sunflower.
the
plant.
He likes
sunflower
me, he
toss
likes
as
me
well?
not. He likes me, he likes me not.
I'm going to actually summon my wildfire spirit and just say go at it. Just so it can fight.
I'm getting
Just
sunflower seeds after this.
Yeah, can you describe what your wildfire spirit looks like?
So it's gonna be
Wildfire.
an orangey fox.
Ooh, okay.
Of course it
Yeah.
is. Every wildfire spirit is a fox. It just is.
Excuse me.
My
We had a
wildfire spirit was.
wildfire spirit that was a frog.
Oh yeah, we did.
So it
Is that
slowly
what-
starts.
Yes.
Shovels was a wildfire druid and her spirit was a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was more to that, but yeah, he presented as a frog.
Yeah.
So as the fox slowly plucks the feathers off, the petals off.
There's
It's a fire god.
You just you hear the flower. A one,
A two,
a
a three.
and then as it gets to the final fucking A petal.
feather.
You just don't hear the voice anymore. It is gone.
Fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It has
all-
moved
it's all
on
good.
to- It has moved on to
Oh.
its plane of judgment.
It's gonna come back where it needs to be back.
Exactly.
It's gonna
And
be.
Jasper perks up, and they're like, "So, we need to find Solomon and who killed him. I don't know what to do from there."
Flora, did you see Solomon's body when you were in the basement?
How do you say that?
Do you say it in your mind, or do you say that out
Or-
loud?
In the mind, of course.
Okay. Did I?
No, you did not.
No.
Okay.
Everybody,
No.
everyone, silence.
Is he on the roof?
In the mind too.
Actually, where are you guys standing up here? Are you guys? Are you by
I would
the
assume that we are
elevator,
now
or-
back in the. I would assume we are now back in the
Elevator?
bedroom,
back
the
in the
master
bedroom?
bedroom.
You hear
Because
the
that's where
elevator start
we're-
going down.
Oh shit!
That would be
Hold
probably,
elevator!
that
Hold
would probably
elevator!
be like Iris and all the other people that you told them to leave.
Oh yeah, well then. I hope they're getting out of here.
Okay,
hope that's what
then
they're
I
doing.
will rephrase. The elevator came back up after everybody left. It is now going back down again.
Okay.
Which means
Hold
that,
elevator!
that means that somebody could be coming up. Like they called the elevator.
Could be the people that were still in the room.
Mm-hmm. We're probably taking too long.
I might have an
Please
idea to
don't
hide
do
us,
that.
but
That was bad. That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was a lot.
that was me saying I.
Yes.
Yeah, but very long.
It is very long and it's not a good noise.
It's a bad brain scratch. It's a bad brain
Yeah,
scratch.
bad brain scratch.
I might have an idea to conceal us if this is going to get a little hairy. And I can use a casting of major image. What if the elevator? Okay, the elevator is going down now.
Yes.
if I hear the elevator coming back up,
Okay.
then I will cast Major Image and tell everybody to gather around myself as I basically like make a mirrorgram of like one corner of the room
Okay.
that we all can like stand on the inside of, like a cube that mimics a corner of the bedroom.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That just like walls go from floor to ceiling, and we'll just all stand in it. Maybe not even in the bedroom. Maybe in the hallway. Maybe in the bedroom so we can see what's going on.
So, as you are planning this, you do start hearing the ding of the elevator coming back up.
Everybody gather around me, and I do that.
Does it ding once, or do we hear it ding twice?
You hear it. That's a great fucking question, Dono, and I appreciate it. You hear it ding on the middle floor, and then keep moving up.
So
and then it reaches the top floor.
Okay.
So Anton went down to the basement.
And the doors open, and you don't hear anything.
I say, didn't you just send individuals out of here?
Yes, but they were already gone.
They had to take the elevator. If Anton ended up going into the basement, they might be there.
No, he had already stated that the individual we heard the individuals successfully leave, right?
Lindsley, Iris, and Reed all left.
Yes, they are
together.
Leave through the elevator.
What I'm saying, just remove them from the equation. You guys have already ruled them out.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But we don't hear anything. Not voices, not walking, not anything.
Nothing.
I send my bird out from the major to look and see if anyone is occupying the elevator.
You can see through your bird?
Yes, it's fine familiar. My bird is a familiar. So I can do it.
A very terrified Anton with Solomon's body laying in the bottom of the elevator with a knife sticking out of it.
What's going on? He can't hear me, can he?
No, I can hear. I can choose to see or hear, but not both.
I will speak in your mind. What's going on?
Solomon's body is in the elevator. We need to retrieve it now.
And I will say that is where we're going to wrap up for today.
That felt like a really good place.
It was a good spot. It was a solid spot.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been loving running Dark Energy. Next episode will be in 2 weeks. Next Tuesday, we're coming back to Crossroads with Dono DMing.
Woo!
Yes! Finally!
I get to be a menace in a different way.
Yes. So, I'll do a quick rundown of this Friday. We have Inquisition run by Dippy.
Hello.
Monday, we have a 100th episode of the Dapper D's, which is
special
wild.
100th episode. Woo! It's already been 100 episodes.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, and it is going to be a very special.
It's gonna be a weird one. I can tell you that.
It's going to be weird, but it's going to be very special.
And then
taking one of our favorite concepts and supersizing it for your enjoyment.
It's going to be
Tuesday the 9th, back to Crossroads, and then just follow us on Instagram to stay up to date with whatever's happening after that.
Of course.
Thank you so much, my lovely players. You guys are so much fun to have at the table.
Thank you for DMing.
Of course. Thank you so much for watching. As always, your adventure matters. Roll for initiative. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.